guys, how you doing today? It is Sunday, November 2nd, and it would normally be quarter after 12, but it is now quarter after 11 a.m. because of daylight savings time. I just found out, I think Saskatchewan and some other place in Canada doesn't recognize daylight savings time, so they don't switch their clocks. So let me know if you love daylight savings time. But it's always nice to, in the fall when it happens, because you always gain that hour of extra sleep. And it usually takes a day for people to kind of get used to it. I believe back in the day when I used to drive courier for a living, I bet a lot of you guys didn't know that. So I used to drive courier for a living, and the Monday after either the spring forward or the fall back daylight savings time switch, I think it was the springtime one, that there were more accidents on the Monday, car accidents, than any other day, any other Monday, just because of that whole people lost an hour of sleep. So they're trying to get their rhythm going back. It's almost like they should do it Friday night just so people can get used to it by Monday. But I'm not sure if that's a true stat or not. I just remember the people on the radio saying that was an issue when they do the spring forward. People lose an hour of sleep, and then people aren't as focused on Monday. It could be true. I don't know. So last night, Jays lost. Unfortunately, I'm so glad we didn't get swept. I'm so glad that every game was a nail biter. Even last night, like going into extra innings, Game 7 of the World Series is phenomenal to watch. Disappointing to lose, upsetting to lose. We could have won on that slide in when the catcher on the Dodgers team lifted his foot for that brief second. You're thinking, did we just win on a slide into home base? Oh, it was so upsetting. Oh well. So you may or may not have noticed, I'm not using my mic right now because, like, the biggest comment on the last bunch of videos where I'm eating food, people just need to complain about the food noise. And a part of me gets it. I kind of get it. I watch Ben Dean. If you don't know who Ben Dean is, he's an awesome American, Korean-born, adopted to an American family. And then when he was 17 or 18, he moved back to Korea, because that's where he felt he needed to be. And I think he's been in Korea ever since. He just did like a North American tour recently. I saw him in New York doing some stuff. Super nice guy. I've never met him. We've talked through social media back and forth a few times. And when I watch his videos, he used to watch my videos when he was young, and then he started his own channel. I'd like to think that he started his channel because of me, but he just probably saw the whole idea of YouTube being a really cool thing. So he does YouTube full-time as a living too, I believe. When you watch him eat, he's got the mic right by his mouth, and I guess because he's an eating channel, that's all he does is he just buys food, puts it all on a table, and just eats it, talks about it, has stories to tell. It's basically mukbang style, but he doesn't always eat a lot of food. Like, mukbangs are usually about the whole eating lots of food, but he doesn't necessarily always eat lots of food. He just eats really cool foods from all over the world, mainly in Korea, obviously. Anyway, so watching his videos, I'm listening to him and his food noise, but again, I'm watching a food guy do a mukbang, and of course you're going to hear all the mouth noises, especially when he has his mic right here. But that's one of the main complaints on the last bunch of videos, and I'm guessing it's because, I don't know, there's a whole bunch of reasons. I think because of my age, people don't want to see somebody my age eating and making noises with their mouth. It could be the fact that they are coming to watch like a stealth camping style videos, and they're not here for a mukbang ASMR type video. And I get that. There are a lot of videos, and I if you watch those food segments, there's only 2 food segments in there. I should actually time what the food segment is and that food segment, because there's only two, and put that against the rest of the video, because the rest of it, I'm not eating and making food noises for 43 minutes. There's only like this section and this section of the video that have food, and if you watch it closely enough, you see I'm editing out chunks of me chewing, and I try my best. There are points where, I put too much in my mouth and I dug it out of the middle of the Thai box, and I was burning my mouth. Like I came really close to spitting it out because it was so hot. You can tell on my face that I just somehow cooled it down enough, and my mouth didn't, get blisters. And then I just swallowed it, because that was the only other way. It was either that or just spit it out. I didn't do any harm. Like it wasn't that to the point where I literally had to spit it out like a burning potato or something. Anyway, so there were people that either just complained and said this is not for me, because all they did was complain. Then there were people who, gave me helpful information, constructive criticism, positive feedback. And one guy said, you do you, Ken, but if you want to edit out he goes, you don't have to edit out the noise, the mouth noise. You just have to tweak it in the editing. And it's so funny. One of the biggest complaints I used to get was shut up and eat. So they wanted to see me eat. I guess they didn't want to hear the noise of me eating, but they wanted to see me actually eat the food. A lot of times I talked too long, like I am now, before I even got to the food. And people used to put the timestamp of where I actually took my first bite, because for whatever reason, even Matt from Reckless Eating, he goes, you see your analytics of the watch time, first bite, boom, it drops. Always drops after the first bite. Why people don't want to see you finish the food and give it a rating, I don't know why, but as soon as you took that first bite, him and I had the same situation. Your analytics just dropped off. And then in the summertime, so right now I'm just using my DJI Action Osmo 5 Pro, and there's no audio, there's no mic. This is not on. As you can see, it is not on. And this is how I used to shoot every video with my GoPros or whatever. Sometimes for a while, especially in the summertime when the windows are open, as soon as wind goes past that microphone, it makes that wind sound. And if there's other ambient loud noises, trucks, traffic or whatever, that kind of takes over the video as well. So then what's the next step? Well, you buy a really nice expensive mic like this. You can't hear the wind over it, and it's a lapel mic, so you've got to stick it on you somewhere or put it on my hat. But I guess when it comes to the chewing part, it annoys people, and I have to listen to my audience. And again, you always, as a YouTuber, every YouTuber comes to the same problem. Half the people love what you do no matter what you do, and then the other half just complain about anything and everything that you do and try to control you and make you do what they want you to do. So they either complain that I talk too much and shut up and eat, and then I shut up and eat, and now they're complaining about the noise. And again, I love these people over here. I love everybody who watches my video. I've put comments on there in the past. I don't say this enough. I appreciate every single person for coming by and watching my video, whether they come to watch my video because they hate me or they love me. It's just, thank you for coming by my channel. I wish you just watched what you loved watching and didn't complain about anything. That would be the ultimate universe right there. Just watch what you like and give positive feedback to the people that you love watching, as opposed to watching somebody you don't like and leaving negative comments all the time and complaining about anything and everything in the video. So again, love every single one of you guys for watching my videos. And thanks for watching the vlog videos, because this is where I vent to you guys. I try to be as positive as I can in my videos, like showing the cats and showing my property, and just, it's a beautiful day. It's like no clouds anywhere to be seen. Beautiful blue sky. It is cold. It's like 7 degrees Celsius. I'm thinking about working on the van a little bit today because it's not raining, and unfortunately it's cold, so my hands will freeze, but whatever. The other thing I wanted to talk, so we talked about the Jays, talked about the mouth noise, and let me know, like I was actually thinking of going back in the house, getting some scrambled eggs or something, and eating some scrambled eggs while talking to you guys to see if you can hear the noise at this distance from the mic. I cannot use this mic. Well, I guess I could use this mic, but I think the mic on there will just be as good. I'll use this for other situations. Like I've said, I could put the mic there while I'm eating, and it's hopefully that much further away. I think you'll still hear the people that are very sensitive to mouth noises. They will still hear it no matter what I do. So there's that. So if you have any options, I actually watched several videos this morning trying to figure out, is there a way you can eliminate mouth noises? And nobody talked about mouth noises as opposed to just ambient noises and background noises and traffic noises. Nobody talked about food mouth noises and how to get rid of those. I did bring up the video that I shot eating the Thai food, and actually found the part of the video where I wasn't talking, I was eating and chewing, and then applied all these filters to it. It did help. It did take some of it away, but not all of it. Maybe I have to actually go in and actually drop the audio down just enough so that it's not in your face. You know what I mean? So again, I'm trying really hard to please everybody. I know I can't please everybody. So again, if you want to be a YouTuber, or you are a YouTuber, you just got to take the good with the bad, and listen to your audience. If you can make changes so that those people don't necessarily need to complain about things like that, then go for it. Again, the people that support you no matter what you do, they don't care whether you fix it or don't fix it. All right. Last but not least, my weight. I just wanted to talk about weight. I weigh myself. Last week, I think I got down to 213, and 213 pounds. Prior to me stopping drinking alcohol, I was probably in that range of 224 to 226, kind of like bounce back and forth, depending on obviously my exercise and what I ate the day before. And right now I'm hovering around between 213 and 226. So my diet hasn't really changed. I've done a couple weird things, like eating the chips in the back of the van, watching the baseball game. Again, I don't normally do that. I only do it to add to the video. People don't want to see me just sitting in the back of the car watching a baseball game, bring in a couple food elements, and I definitely enjoy it. But I don't do it on a normal basis like I used to do. I used to eat probably a half a bag of chips almost every single night, drink, 2-liter bottle of Coke throughout the week, and probably 2 bottles on the weekend when I used to love my rum and Cokes. But again, because I've stopped drinking alcohol, my weight has kind of dropped 10 pounds. So to all the people that have either cut out sugar, like again, there's a bunch of you guys who've jumped on this giving up something for September, October, November, whether it's alcohol, sugar, coffee, whatever it is that you guys have done. Let me know if it's affected your weight too. I'm definitely curious to the people who haven't changed their diet, who have cut out alcohol. Have you lost weight? Do you weigh yourself? I weigh myself almost daily. Let's say, when I go out to dinner with the family and I have a big pasta dinner or whatever, I usually don't weigh myself the next day, because I know it's going to be skewed in the fact that I probably ate a shitload of carbs, sorry for my language, and I've retained water now, and the next day is going to be a false reading, so I wait for the next day after I've eaten something I know that is going to affect my weight. Anyway, so let me know what you think about the audio on this. Again, that would just be going back to my old audio before I bought these mics, and I definitely will still use these in restaurant settings and things, because you need that in the restaurant setting. Or I might use this. It also has like a little spot. Oh yeah, if you pull that off, there's a spot where I can actually put a lav mic into that, plug that in, put this in my pocket, run a wire up, and have it clipped to, you know, in the inside of here. Again, I need that to cut out all the restaurant noise and the music. All right, so thanks for listening to me, guys. Please leave some constructive criticism in the comments below. Again, I love the fans who just love anything and everything I do. You guys are very important to me and my mental health. And then the people that I'm trying to please, I'm hoping you understand, and I'm not complaining about you. I'm just trying to please everybody. I know it's impossible, but you know, I want you guys to enjoy my videos, and I'm going to do anything and everything I can to make as many people as possible. I'd rather have 90% of the people enjoy my video and 10% complain than 50-50. You know what I'm saying? All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.